Hello, hello, brothers and sisters. It's a new week. We are very, very happy to welcome you to our show titled Speak of Africa. We have a whole lot of news for you. In fact, you guys have been sending us stories. I was so excited when I got stories from a guy in Mamfe. Mamfe, that's my town, Mamfe. I got stories from Mamfe. I was really flattered because that's my city. Okay, so we'll have a whole lot of news for you. But before we start with the news, we want to say thank you to all our subscribers. This week again, we've really felt the pinch of censors. Last week, you sent us a lot of videos and pictures showing the atrocities committed by the Biya regime. We put all of this stuff, even though we try to cover the images, but YouTube censored the video, so they did not really allow most of you to really watch the video. So that's the challenge we're really facing. Because of this challenge, we're asking you not to forget Afrizi. We created Afrizi as a way for you to share stories with us, share news with your friends. Afrizi is created by us. It's a network we own. So you are free to share information without any reprisals. La République du Cameroon has impunity on the world stage. Finally, this week, the BAS, the opposition group in Europe, finally caught up with Mr. Biya. He was still hiding in Hotel Intercontinental. They found him there with a lot of bodyguards. It's just a shame that after all the noise these guys have been making, Paul Biya doesn't have the shame to run away and stay in La République du Cameroon. He keeps coming to Hotel Intercontinental. As they say in Pidgin, the man don't buy shame. He don't take what he buy shame, I don't know. So that's his problem. It's like the guy has become shame-proof. Okay? Shame-proof. They've been chasing him out of this hotel. He keeps coming back to the same hotel. What's he really looking for in that hotel? Well, that's where he signs all the shady deals. Because they need him to sign those deals in person. That's where he sells his country. It's sad, but that's the reality we're dealing with in Africa. We also thank those who are watching this show for the first time, and we're asking you to subscribe, because you don't want to miss any of our videos. If this is the first time you're watching our show, we say thank you. Welcome to the Speak of Africa family. We also have a whole lot going for us, and we like to say, before we start with the news, we want to do a few house duties. We have some announcements to make. Finally, our clinic, Lucille Urgent Care, is opening in Towson, Maryland. So everything is ready to go. We have everything ready to go. We're asking you to pray for us so that the clinic should do well. We're doing this because we want to help people in our community. We want to help them to get jobs, and we want more people to be taken care of. So share the news about Lucille Urgent Care. We also want to share the news about a new business which we want to introduce to the public. You know, we value education. We value professional training. Anytime we see something that can help your average African in the US, we try to suggest this information to them. Today, we're going to introduce you to Dominion Academy. Dominion Academy. Dominion Academy is a training school. It's a career school created by a Nigerian lady, Blessing Matthews. Okay? She owns the school, but we're trying to share information about this school with you guys because we want you to go to this school. The school organizes classes for CNAs and medication technicians every month. So this is July. Classes for August are already forming. So we're advising you to go to this school so that you can better yourself. If you've just come to America, the school may be a very good beginning for you. You can get some training, then get into the healthcare field. The healthcare field is one of those areas where Africans don't face a whole lot of discrimination. So we're suggesting that you make an entry into the healthcare field by attending Dominion Academy. The classes are really affordable, and the classes also lend themselves to a lot of flexibility. So you can take the classes either during the week or on weekends. we're sharing the information of this school with you. So you can call the school. Whenever you call, say you saw them in Speak of Africa. Speak of Africa introduce you to the classes. When you mention Speak of Africa, say Speak of Africa sent you. When you say Speak of Africa sent you, you're going to get some benefits. You may even get a reduction in tuition. If you don't, call me, Prince Ojong, and I will talk to the owner of the school. I will make sure you get a reduction in your tuition just for calling my name, Prince Ojong. Because I really want to make sure that you take advantage of these classes so that you can improve yourself. If you have a brother or sister who has just come to America, share the information about Dominion Academy with them. If you know anybody who can really benefit from these classes, do not hesitate. We want to introduce our Africans to these classes. Tell them about Dominion Academy. And finally, we have talked to you about Afrizi, afrizi.com. Start going to afrizi.com. We have to keep reminding you. Share your information with afrizi.com because we have a whole lot of news today. Today, we're telling you that it's really a bloody week. While Mr. Biya is hiding in Europe, his serial murderers are programming the youth of Ambazonia for death. They are killing so many people. In fact, there are some pictures that we cannot even show you today because Biya's thugs just went to a place in Bamenda, we hear a PSS school, and just killed 5 family members, young people. Because what they do is they are looking for males. Males are a threat. They think that if they can eliminate all the males, children in Ambazonia, the war would be won very quickly before the end of 2023. This is like they are adopting a kitchen sink strategy. Just throw in everything. Everything you see, just throw it in. So whatever they see, if it looks like a male specimen, they just kill it. That's the advice they've been given by their drug bosses in Yaoundé. Kill. If you see anything male moving, just kill it. Nothing will happen to you. You have impunity. We said this last time about impunity. That's exactly what is happening. So they did this, and the pictures are just horrible. We can't even show you the pictures. They are just horrible, horrible, horrible. But if you go to our WhatsApp page, we want to share a lot of those pictures because we want you to see what's going on. Because the pictures are really terrible, but go to our WhatsApp page if you really want to see them. So terrible things are really happening in Ambazonia. And of course, one of the guys who is really responsible for these killings is a serial murderer called Apollinaire. Apollinaire has been known since 2019 for being a mass murderer. And now what he's doing is, whenever they go to a home in Ambazonia, when they kill people, they search the home, they collect any money that they find, and the money becomes theirs. So it so happens that Apollinaire went on one of these escapades. They found a lot of money with his colleagues. He decided to kill the other guys because he wanted to keep the money. So the remains of some of these other soldiers were found, and it was such a disgrace to the regime in Yaoundé. That's the dirty work that Apollinaire is doing. He's killing Ambazonians, then going to their homes and collecting their money. So when you see that karmic justice visits somebody from Apollinaire to the next generation, is because this is a violation of divine law. God says, thou shalt not kill. Apollinaire is killing every day. The worst part is you kill people and you take their money, so that's what is happening in Ambazonia. But of course, the Ambazonians are not talking lying down.
So yes, I want your life. I'm pushing this up. I'm pushing the top life. And I see them. I'm a medium. I'm pushing this up. Now I want your life and the Scott. Now see, now second target. Now see second target. Now see second target. Yes, I don't funny him. I don't have foot. Yes. Shake no day. General, alias Newsman. Alias Newsman. Ambush units up. Yes. That one the way they come out food. I don't finish him. Wonyo alias Newsman. Shake no day. General Wonyo alias the Newsman. Ambush units up. Yes. I made this. Lead by me. General Wonyo. Shake no day. They don't confirm him. Shake no day.
Yes. And I see now Wonyo like Wonyo, General Wonyo, Brigadier General Wonyo from Sabah life. You don't need one more two for a year. And I see him. Yes. Yes, Brigadier General Wonyo life. Yes. When I hear life, when I see shake no day, shake no day, shake no day. Now the Brigadier General Wonyo, so you don't hit him, but you don't stand for this. So but you don't stand for this. When I see him live video, we shake no day. Yes, confident one.
The people are suffering a lot. The other day, you sent us a picture with a guy on a wheelbarrow. There is no motor vehicle or the motorcycle to even take him to the hospital. The guy is sick. He can't even walk. They have to carry him on a wheelbarrow to the nearby hospital. Isn't this sad? Then we also have the story of a young guy in Manfay. I will not give you his name. He trades in wood. He was just complaining about the colonial administration. He trades in wood, and you can see a truck that he's put his wood in. He's saying that before he can move from Manfay to Boya, he has to go through at least 12 checkpoints of this colonial La République government. Each checkpoint has those big guys who will ask for money. Oh, give us a tip, give us a tip. So the business becomes unprofitable because all these guys are asking him for money. So he was just complaining that, oh, Prince Ojong, we've been watching your show and we've been seeing what you're doing. Please take this message and tell the world that this is what is happening in Ambazonia to poor people like us who are trying to make a decent living. I'm not in the fight. I'm not a soldier. Yet I'm trying to do something legitimate with my life. They won't let me do it because they keep asking me for bribes every day. So that's his story. And besides, the people are so angry. Look at even late John Frundi. You guys just sent us a lot of pictures. The Ambazonia Restoration Forces decided to burn his house out of anger. They are looking back in anger. Frundi is dead and gone, but they don't want him to rest in peace. They want him to see the trouble he put them in. Too much trouble. So they decided to burn the house of John Frundi in anger. It's very, very sad, but this is what has happened. It did not just end there. Some of the guys from the Bui warriors, they also went and burned a lot of colonial structures in Ambazonia. Most of the houses of La République du Cameroun, where they have their command structures, they burn them to the ground. So you're going to see it.
Live video on Kum Council, raised down to ashes. Today, Friday, the 14th of July 2023. We are right here in Kum. You can see clearly written there, Kum Council. Yes, we are live in the field. Yeah, ARF, we warriors. Under Major General Talk and Do. We are live. We are live here.
And the council this.
And the council this.
And the council this, we don't burn them. Don't burn them.
We don't put them down.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the warriors under Major General Talk and Do.
So now economic sabotage.
One do economic sabotage, they don't start. We don't start.
We destroy all things. We belong to the enemy. Yes, other council buildings in other areas should await our own action.
So as you can see, whenever this happens, the big guys wreak vengeance on innocent civilians. They start looking for males Males, males, males. Isn't this sad? So if you are a male specimen in this part of the world, be careful. Whether you like to fight the war or not, just know that you are a target. They're going to be looking for you. Then, of course, the women, instead of crying and crying every day, you need to start thinking about doing something about your calamity. Don't just sit there and cry like a baby. Look at what is happening in South Sudan. The women had to join the fight because they were tired of seeing their husbands slaughtered in front of them every day. They were tired of seeing their children slaughtered in front of them every day. So they decided to take the war to the enemy. So you need to look at what South Sudanese women have done and join the band, okay? So I think this is much of what we can give you in Ambazonia. Now we turn to La République. What is happening there? Not much. We see the charade of succession. Frank Biya's supporters, they want him to be president, just like what happens in other French colonial territories. Gabon, Togo, Equatorial Guinea. You see, that's what happens. Your father dies, you take over from your father. So that's just what Frank Biya is waiting for. So he's a president in waiting. So each time, the people have to remind you that, okay, Frank Biya is waiting to become president. We see that, and that's what we bring to you. And of course, you see the way they maltreat even a general. General Ngambu Essay, you saw the way Biya treated him just like garbage. He was fired summarily because they did not like the way he talked to Paul Atanganji, the Minister of Territorial Administration. Isn't that sad? What a country. So what the Biya regime is trying to do is to send a message to the people. If we can handle a general, what about you, the ordinary guy in the street? We can do worse. So this makes people afraid. Fear is the norm in La République du Cameroun. Next, we take you to the Central African Republic. Assange Touadéra is struggling to build his third-term project, but the people have said no to a third-term agenda. The people are angry. They don't want a third-term agenda. So they are saying no, 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 no. And that's what is happening. And of course, Chad too is facing a lot of tough times. This guy who runs the place, Debbie Idnom, is just a joke. Look at how young he is. But because his father was president, now he's running the country. We saw some reports from the UN saying that the whole place is a mess. Nothing is working.
Do you need tax preparation services? We can help. Contact PJ Tax Service, America's only full-time income tax preparers. Like the good old doctor, we do not close our doors after April 15th. In fact, we stay open all year round in order to serve you. We are located at 11207A, Lockwood Drive, Silver Spring, Maryland, 20901. Make an appointment today with Prince Ojong, your tax expert. Call 240-350-1131 or visit us on the web at www.pjtaxservice.com.
Next, we take you to Kenya. Kenya is a place where we are welcoming the remarks of President William Ruto. For many months, we've been criticizing the African Union, which had morphed from the Organization of African Unity. We said this is a dysfunctional organization. William Ruto is confirming what we have said more than a year ago, and we've prepared two videos. We talked about the ineffectiveness of the African Union. It has moved away from the goal that people like Kwame Nkrumah set for this organization. We're happy somebody with a bigger microphone than us is talking about what we've talked about many, many months ago. Next, we'll take you to Nigeria. This week in Nigeria, we hear finally Godwin Emefiele, the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, has been indicted for financial crimes. So that's a big story. But what is even a bigger story is the free money the government of Bola Tinubu wants to give, what they call the palliative plan. They want to give each Nigerian who is considered poor at least 8,000 naira, which is equivalent to like $12 or $13 US. When you look on the surface, this looks like a very good plan. This president is nice. It's like the Robin Hood. He takes the money from the rich country and gives it to the poor people. If this were a play, it would sound very good, right? But in reality, things are a lot more complicated than they seem. Things are not what they seem. So that's just like we see in Shakespeare. Things don't always appear the way they should be. Okay? When you look at the surface, there's a lot under than what you see, than what meets the eye. What is really happening? People are looking at this plan, the palliative plan of Tinubu, as another way for Tinubu to reward his political supporters. Even though it looks on the surface like money will be going to poor people in Nigeria, but actually Tinubu supporters will take this money, put a lot of it in their pocket, then give trickle amounts to the poor people. So the rich guys will still keep the money. So isn't this sad? So which is why a lot of people do not even like the fact that Bola Tinubu was becoming president. Because they just feel the same old politicians who have messed up Nigeria before are coming back, just the way Fela used to say. They are coming back to mess up the country more and more. And which is why a lot of people were not really excited about the candidacy of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But that's Africa for you.
Do you need tax preparation services? We can help. Contact PJ Tax Service, America's only full-time income tax preparers. Like the good old doctor, we do not close our doors after April 15th. In fact, we stay open all year round in order to serve you. We are located at 11207A, Lockwood Drive, Silver Spring, Maryland, 20901. Make an appointment today with Prince Ojong, your tax expert. Call 240-350-1131 or visit us on the web at www.pjtaxservice.com.
Next, we take you to Senegal. In Senegal, the peoples are hitting pots and pans because the opposition leader, Ousmane Sonko, is telling them to do so. This week, we're seeing signs that the government of Macky Sall does not want to leave Ousmane Sonko alone. They are now targeting his French lawyer, Juan Branco. Why are they targeting his French lawyer? He's supporting Ousmane Sonko as a lawyer. Doesn't he have the right to support somebody who has been pushed to go to court for a crime he did not commit? But now they want to criminalize this guy. So it's going to expose and make the Macky Sall government look stupid. And we know that's exactly what is going to happen. Okay? And now we take you to South Africa. Cyril Ramaphosa has a love affair with Putin. Putin now has become the albatross. The BRICS are having a meeting in August. Okay? Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. The leaders from these countries are having a meeting. But you know, Putin has been declared as a war criminal. So the ICC has declared that Putin must be arrested if he sets foot in South Africa. Now, South Africa is the signatory of this ICC statute. If Vladimir Putin goes to South Africa for this meeting, will he be arrested, yes or no? Personally, Cyril Ramaphosa has been asking Putin not to attend this meeting, but Putin is pushing back that, oh no, I must attend this meeting. Okay, let him attend the meeting, then just arrest him, and let's see what Russia will do. Because call the bluff. Let Putin go to South Africa, then just arrest Putin, and let Russia go crazy. Okay, that's what should happen. Next, we take you to Sudan. The war in Sudan continues unabated. The people behave like nothing is happening, but there's a serious refugee problem. This week, we saw pictures of Libya. A lot of people are fleeing Sudan to Libya because of the war. Yet, there's no solution in sight. The UN is a powerless bulldog. They cannot do much to broker a deal for peace in this part of the world. Isn't this sad? It is. Finally, we want to take you to Tunisia. This is where we're going to end our show of today. For many weeks, we've been telling you that all is not well in Tunisia. Kais Saied, the current president, is a racist. This guy doesn't really look white, but for some reason, he doesn't like people with black skin like me. Okay? Whenever you have black skin, he penalizes you. So this is what is happening to migrants who enter Tunisia trying to make their way to Europe. He's telling them Tunisia is not a transit point. Tunisia is not a place to keep migrants. And he's sending them to the desert to die. And that's the sad part of this story. So Africans, look at what is happening in Tunisia. This guy is a bad guy. Tunisia is part of Africa, but it looks like there are double standards in that country. If you are black, you have to be maltreated. That's the message we get from Tunisia. If you are white, fine, you have no problem. You can be a migrant so long as you are white. But if you are black with a dark skin like me, you have a problem in Tunisia. So my fellow Africans, why do you keep going to Europe? We've been telling you on this show that do not go to Europe. Europe is not an El Dorado. You're going to face more and more challenging problems. Look at the number of people dying at sea. Even in Tunisia this week, they pulled over 13 bodies from the sea. Everybody was dead. After you see so many people die, why do you also want to die? Don't you value your life? I think at this point, we'll have to let you go and say thank you for watching our show. Thank you for listening to Speak of Africa. Please share the video with your friends. Let us get more people speaking of Africa. Bye-bye.
Now more than ever, it is critical that medical facilities utilize modern, reliable electronic health records. Introducing Alexia HTC, the innovative, affordable online solution for physicians and patients. Doctors' visits, diagnoses, prescriptions, and billing have never been easier. With Alexia HTC, you can work more efficiently with the integrated flexibility medical professionals need today. Schedule a live demonstration. Call or visit us at alexiahtc.com.
Medical practice software is too old. Indeed, all the programs are built on MUMPS, technology of the 1950s, and the programs cost too much money. Epic and Cerner cost billions of dollars. Meditech costs thousands of dollars too. In fact, that's why we created AlexiaHTC.com, a new and free EMR/EHR for doctors. AlexiaHTC.com is built for HIPAA. Yes, magical one-screen technology, ease of use, quick charting, amazing e-prescribing, tight labs integration, multi-office difference, because we believe doctors and patients need a break today. Be the first to test drive AlexiaHTC.com. You have nothing to lose, you have everything to gain. Act now. Call 240-350-1131. Alexia Care Corporation at AlexiaHTC.com.
Selling a service or a product? Need buyers? Use the African Nation TV as a channel to reach many viewers. Act now and call Prince Ojong at 240-350-1131. That's 240-350-1131. Act today.